Yo guys, what's going on? MLG Clemo here, and today I'm going to be bringing you a competitive class setup gameplay, or not gameplay, tips. Um, I know this game's been out for a while. I know a lot of people already have like their preferences and what people use and all their classes set, but I just figured I'd show you guys what I use when I play competitive. First, I'm going to be showing you the ASM1. I got stack, foregrip, advanced rifling, overcharged, which makes your EXO last longer, fast hands, toughness, which makes you flinch less, blast suppressor so you can't see your EXO movement, overclock makes you run faster, and two semtexes. With wildcard 1 and 2, primary gunfighter, so you can have 3 attachments, and perk 3 greed, so you can have 2 perks for slot 3. This is for mainly respawn. When you're sitting around the hill in hardpoint, just laying out, watching cuts, capture flag when you're defending the flag, and uplink when you're just like covering the ball, getting cuts. This one is for when you're sitting in the hill. Trophy system, so you can't get hit with EMP, stuns, grenades. It's also pretty good for uplink or capture the flag. Search and destroy, really, this is a good one too if you're planting the bomb, because a lot of people like to stun you off bomb so you can't get off bomb. This one is my search and destroy class. I don't use this for anything else. I'm a OBJ Slayer, so what I like to do is I push a lot. I push every search and destroy. You throw on EXO, you throw on your EXO ability overclock, and then you put it with mute. So when you're running, they can't hear you. Because if you ever run with overclock and if you have good headset, your footsteps are so loud because you're moving so fast. You hear like 100 footsteps and everybody hears you. It's really hard to like push because people just hear you coming up behind and it just completely ruins everything. This one, I put extended mags on this because this is another good respawn class. A lot of people stun, like if you stun the uplink and there's usually two, 3 people at the ball on the ball at a time. So you don't want to be stuck reloading. If we go into firing range, you realize you have 67 bullets. Here, let's go. Let's see how long it takes to empty a clip. About 6 seconds. So I mean, 67 bullets is more than enough, and 45, the normal clip is you could probably pick up 2, 3, but 67 is just a little more comforting because if you're stunned or if you accidentally stun yourself, you're gonna spray, you're gonna miss bullets, and so extended mag is just a little comfort, little cushion. This is my favorite class for uplink and capture the flag. The only downside is people can see your extra movement, so when you're boosting, you can see you on the minimap. But other than that, this class is awesome. You throw on your trophy system and overclock, and this hardwired perk. Immune to system hack, EMP, nano swarm. Well, nano swarms, stun grenades, scramblers, and score streaks remain vulnerable. So what that means is if you get EMP'd, it does not affect you at all. If you get stunned, it does not affect you at all. So if you're carrying the bomb, or I'm sorry, if you're carrying the ball on uplink, and they try to stun you or EMP you to slow you down from the ball, they will not affect you, and they'll have you stunned because they still get a hit marker, but they don't realize that it has no effect. Along with trophy assists, you throw trophy assists down, they can't nade you. Another pure S&D. I like to switch this out. I like to switch mute out with hover for certain maps like solar. For certain spawns, you can hover and get great coverage with your sniper to watch over alleys for your teammates. But another S&D map or class, I'm sorry. This one's I use this pretty much solely on Detroit S&D. What's another one I would use? I use it on Solar for search. It's just when you're pushing hospital in Detroit and somebody pushes in hospital with you, you're just bound to win unless you just get that unlucky time where you get a hit marker. But another solely S&D class. My last class, I don't have anything in my last two. My last class is probably my favorite. It's because I like I said, I'm OBG Slayer. So if somebody else picked up the bomb and I'm just covering over him, great long range gun. Bell's best AR, one of the best AR, AK-12. If you my last video, I'll leave that in the description below. I also think the AK-12 is the best AR in the game, but for consistency reasons, the Bell 27's in my classes for competitive because AK-12 is a little inconsistent, and I would want to give my team the best chance of winning, so I put the Bell in. I don't use I even though I use this in search too, I don't put mute on because I tendency when I use this class, I usually don't push with this class. I usually play a little slower. I still use the ASM1, but just don't push as much. But I tend to not use mute. So yeah, that's my classes, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, comment, subscribe. As always, guys, this is your boy Emma.